We live on a thin, fragile shell, floating on a sea of molten rock. And deep beneath us, at the very center of the planet, lies its heart, a giant ball of red-hot iron. We have never seen it and will never feel its heat directly, but it is this core that makes our planet alive. What if, one day, this heart were to stop? What if the Earth's core cooled down? To understand the consequences, you need to know that the core is made of two parts, a solid inner ball and a liquid outer core. And it is this liquid outer core, made of molten iron and nickel, that is in constant motion. This movement, like a giant dynamo machine, generates an invisible force that protects us all, Earth's magnetic field. Consequence 1. Shields down. The first thing that would happen when the core cools and solidifies is that this dynamo machine would stop and the magnetic field would disappear. We would immediately notice this by the disappearance of the auroras, the beautiful celestial dance that is actually the visible evidence of our shield's battle with the solar wind. But that's just aesthetics. The main problem is that the magnetic field is our force shield. It deflects the streams of charged particles flying from the sun and the deadly cosmic radiation. Without it, our planet would be defenseless against space. The solar wind, like a relentless hurricane, would begin to strip the atmosphere from the Earth, carrying it away into space, molecule by molecule. This is what scientists believe happened to Mars. It was once a warmer, wetter planet, but it lost its magnetic field, its atmosphere was blown away, and it turned into the cold, lifeless desert we see today. The same fate would await us. The radiation level on the surface would slowly but surely begin to rise, making life outside of shelters impossible. But the disappearance of the magnetic field is only the beginning. The core is not only the shield's generator, but also the planet's furnace. It is its heat that makes the continents move. The heat from the core warms the lower layers of the mantle, causing them to rise, cool, and sink again. It's similar to water boiling in a pot. These convection currents move the tectonic plates on which we live. If the core cools, this pot will stop boiling. The movement of the plates will halt. At first glance, that sounds pretty good, right? No more earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. You could safely build houses on fault lines. But in the long run, it's a death sentence. Volcanoes are not just a natural disaster. They are part of the planet's vital cycle. They release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which, like a blanket, helps to retain heat. Without volcanic activity, there would be nothing to replenish the CO2 in the atmosphere. The planet would lose its natural thermostat. Furthermore, volcanoes bring new minerals and substances necessary for life to the surface. Without them, the soil would eventually become depleted. So what do we have? A planet with no magnetic shield, a slowly vanishing atmosphere, and halted geological activity. It's a one-way road. First, life on land would disappear, unable to survive under the streams of cosmic radiation. The oceans would last longer, but they too are doomed. As the atmosphere thins, the Earth would begin to cool rapidly. The planet would enter a perpetual ice age. The oceans would freeze over, and eventually, without atmospheric pressure, even the ice would begin to evaporate directly into space. This wouldn't happen in a day. The process would take millions of years, but the end would be inevitable. Earth would turn into an icy, dead, and irradiated ball drifting in space. Another Mars. So, although we cannot see it, it is the red-hot heart of our planet, hidden under thousands of kilometers of rock, that creates the conditions for our existence. It gives us the air we breathe, protects us from space, and moves the very ground beneath our feet. And its quiet, invisible work is the most important thing that we almost never think about. Did you enjoy this journey into the world of hypotheses? Then support us with a like and subscribe to the What If channel so you don't miss new incredible scenarios. See you soon!